You're in the heart of Baltimore right now. Everyone knows who Lamar Jackson is and what Lamar meant to the Baltimore Ravens. In the sport of lacrosse, kids are putting number 7 on. They want to wear Loyola jerseys because of Pat Spencer.
Spencer will try to do it himself, and why not?
The plays that you see Lamar Jackson make that are pretty dynamic is exactly what Pat Spencer did for us for 4 years on a lacrosse field.
Pat Spencer, are you kidding me?
As a freshman, wow, this guy's a lot better than we expected. By the time he was a sophomore, best player in college lacrosse. By the time he's a junior, he's on pace to set records. By the time he graduates, this is a once-in-a-generation type player. He was number 1 all time in assists. He's number 2 in goals.
Spencer to the cage. Are you not entertained?
Won the 2019 Tewaaraton Award, the Heisman Trophy of college lacrosse. What really transformed Pat Spencer was when the sport of lacrosse reintroduced the dive.
Highlight reel finish for Pat Spencer.
When you watched him go goal line extended and jump and stick that ball, it was just an eye-opener. To Pat Spencer, that was the equivalent of dunking a basketball.
We knew he still had basketball in his blood, even as a freshman in college. I would go up on a Sunday afternoon and we'd shoot some hoops in the gym. You know, he would be in and playing some pickup with some guys.
I knew I was going to play basketball again. I just didn't know when.
He would have done both sports if he could, but I think he realized how important he was to our program. As soon as the day that lacrosse was over, May of his senior year, he knew he had 1 year of eligibility.
His swagger and confidence over the phone was something that really struck me. He very much believed in what he could do on the basketball court. I do know lacrosse well enough to know that there are a lot of parallels in the two sports, with spacing, with movement, using your teammates and passing and cutting and trying to find the net.
Spencer, threads the needle beautifully to Ryan Young.
The playmaking and the ability to make other guys around me better, that's kind of something that I've tried to translate from lacrosse, and it's something that I've been able to hang my hat on.
And Spencer throws it down.
We have such a young roster. They needed what he could bring to the table.
What a story, Pat Spencer, 4-year All-American lacrosse player. He thinks he's the best player on this court, trust me.
His voice, his demeanor, his swagger, even if he wasn't a great basketball player, what he could be in our locker room would be a benefit to the young guys in the program. For a guy who has only played in rec leagues and pro-am leagues for the past 4 years, to come be a double-figure scorer, to have a positive assist-to-turnover ratio, is a remarkable feat. This is not a gimmick. This is not a circus act. This is a new avenue for him. He wants to be viewed as a really good basketball player, not a star lacrosse guy who's playing basketball.
Basketball means more to my family than it does to most. Ever since I was born, my dad was playing in the NBA.
I remember when Fred was playing, Jack would just sit there and watch and had his little Nerf hoop, and he would shoot during the entire game.
Basketball wasn't always my first option. Going into my senior year of high school, I kind of decided that golf was the route that I wanted to take.
Jack is a phenomenal golfer. He had a golf scholarship in college that he had committed to, then had a great senior year in basketball and realized that he wanted to make a career in that field. So we went up to Michigan State.
I think he fell in love with the place, which is kind of what you hope. And when he said he wanted to come as a preferred walk-on, I mean, I was excited. I think he was excited. And I think Fred and Carol were.
When my dad was let go by the Bulls, he came up for a few practices, came up for a few games.
Tom would always talk to me, we want you in here, we want you a part of this thing. So that meant a lot, it really did. It helped me get over what had happened as far as being let go. To spend that quality time with Jack after practice, after their meetings, and take him out to dinner, those are quality moments that you never forget.
I have the honor to introduce the head coach of Husker basketball, Fred Hoiberg.
I'd be lying to you if it wasn't the first thing on my mind when he took that job is I'm going to have to play against him. That's never anything that I've done in my life.
Everybody's talking about the game, but I'm most excited just to see Jack. I haven't seen him since Christmas. I've never gone to a game where I've had my son on one team and my husband coaching the other team. It's a very weird thing, but I guess, I can't lose. It's a game I can go to and I can't lose.
February 18th has been circled on my calendar for as long as I can remember. We'll be going home to Maryland. It'll be a game where, I'll have a lot of people there supporting me. So many friends and family, high school coaches, college coaches will all be there. I'll be excited to play in front of them.
To watch Pat finishing his career at Northwestern is special. It's a lot of fun for our staff. Watch him live the final chapter of his collegiate dream.
And good. Yeah! A legend in these parts. Big lacrosse area knows Pat Spencer. 6 to shoot. 5, 4. Inside Morcell. Quickly to Jalen Smith for a two-hand jam.
Everybody's got to rebound. Got to rebound the ball, guys. Wiggins can't come in. Hey, take it over our guard. Real quick. We're plugging heavy on Cowan. These low guys got it done. You have it done. Let's go, Cats!
Here's Spencer. Split the defenders. Drives to the rim. Puts it up and in.
Thought he was crafty in lacrosse. Wow, he's really crafty. Fake behind the back pass. Got to push here. Get them on their heels.
Here's Cowan. Throws it up to the rim. The slam by Jalen Smith. It's all over. 76 to 67. The final score here tonight.
It's an uphill battle, but you know what? Maryland's a good team, so it's tough.
We were cheering for Pat.
I know. I believe you, kind of.
Yeah, Pat! Awesome! Go Wildcats!
You guys are getting way too old for that.
Going on.
Hey, dog, how you been?
Black guy.
Watkins.
Yeah, elbows.
Yeah, I got shoulders and both. How you doing? Appreciate y'all coming out.
What's up, dude?
I've been checking you out, man. Talk about the lacrosse play. I was like, what? That is unbelievable, bro. Your story is unbelievable.
He compared you to Jim Brown. Might be a stretch, but
I'll be back in the spring to watch you boys.
Good seeing you, man.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you.
Love you.
Okay, love you too, honey. I'll see you. I'll see you this weekend.
There's going to be a lot of emotions when I do see Jack out there going through warm-ups.
What's going on? Doc. More excited to see Doc.
Once the ball goes up, they're going to be so concerned with what's going on the floor, they probably won't think much about it unless he gets in, and then we'll figure that out.
First has been our visitors from East Lansing. Number 5, Cassius Winston. Number 10, Jack Hoiberg.
First start ever for Jack Hoiberg, averaging just 3 minutes a game. Very cool move by Tom Izzo.
Hoiberg for a three, a little bit off the mark, but he got the rebound. Now Cash will try a three, he got it. Arns will try a long one, he got that one. Holy cow. Winston to Tillman, who slams it.
Great finish. Michigan State in control.
Hoiberg back in the game. How weird is it to call Hoiberg's name as a player right now?
Hoiberg makes a move, jump shot from the elbow, he got it. Jack Hoiberg gets a bucket in his first start as a Spartan. And his dad gets to see it.
How about that?
Kind of cool.
They're very cool. Hoiberg, it's a long one, he got it. It's a long two, but we'll give him a, he got it anyway.
Why not?
And that's it, folks. MSU has come on the road and picked up a win at Nebraska.
Nice game, Jack. Get your dad.
tell my staff, you know what, I think I'm going to start Jack. It wasn't just do it for Fred or Carol. It was do it for Jack because it's the right thing to do. He deserved it.
That was so cool that you started.
We were sitting in there before the game, and one of the coaches always brings in the numbers of the starters. And I see 5, 11, 25, and 10. I'm like, 10? Who the hell? I said, that's Jack. So, yeah, it was pretty. That's really cool by Izzo to give him that opportunity. He did a phenomenal job. Hey, nice step back. You want to come up? You want to finish my press conference for me? Come on.
Competing against your dad for the first time, I mean, was that strange for you?
Yeah, it was weird. This is my first time ever not rooting for my dad's teams, which was different, but I don't know. It was fun. I'm sure it wasn't as fun for him, but yeah, it was a cool experience.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
See you later.
So special. I can't thank you enough for doing that. That was like made my year. That right there made my
Surprised
year.
Jack. I mean, I was going to surprise Fred. They made me put it in before that.
So cool.
Got a picture with the Michigan State starters.
Yeah, Jack. Yeah, see you, man. Yeah, CDT.
See you, Daddy.